Hello there, guys. This is Christy Lewis from Dostoevsky in Space, and today I'm very excited to tell you about all the books I got for Christmas. Some of them I picked out myself with gift cards, and some of them people sent me, and some of them were from my wish list. So let's jump into it. First of all, I did finally get a Korean dictionary of my own. I now have a Russian dictionary, Spanish dictionary, and a Korean dictionary. This one, honestly, it's not the best. It doesn't have everything in it that I want, but I couldn't find a good one. I mean, honestly, use Naver English Korean dictionary if you can. I use that all the time during the day, but then at night, if I'm reading, I can't be looking at my phone all the time. So I really needed a physical dictionary just to keep my eyes off of phones and stuff like that. I need to get rid of the blue light at night. Like really early on in the night, I have to switch to paper or e-ink Kindle. I just love my e-ink Kindle. But yeah, so this is great just because there's no blue light. That's mainly why I got it, even though it's not the best, honestly. Like, my Spanish English dictionary is amazing. It always has the words that I try to look up in it. And it was way cheaper. This one was really expensive. It's just like, I don't understand why they cannot come up with a good dictionary, but maybe, I don't know. Korean words change forms quite a lot too. So it's possible that the words are in different forms and I'm not able to find them for that reason. But anyways, I don't think I would recommend this to anyone to buy, but I really needed it and I really wanted it, even though it's not like as good as the online ones. Next, my favorite book of the year of 2024, I got Patriot by Alexei Navalny. Both of these two I bought with a gift card. This memoir, it made me cry, it made me laugh. I just want to talk about it all the time. I have so many quotes, so I'm going to have to go through and annotate it myself because I annotated the ebook version from the library. And first I annotated the physical version from the library, but just on flags. I'm really excited to actually own this, and the proceeds from this book do go to Alexei Navalny's family. If you don't know, he's a Russian journalist who was opposed to Putin, and he was killed in prison, and we know that that's why he was killed, So, yeah, this is basically all the money is going to his family. So that's why I wanted to get it, and also because it was so good. It was really funny. I learned a lot about Russia today and also Russia under communism. He was a child when the Soviet Union fell, so he remembers some of it. Next, the last thing that I bought with a gift card was Talk to Me in Korean Level 5, the workbook. So what I've been doing is I'm actually in Level 5. Like, I've read lessons all the way into Level 5. However, I'm currently I'm finishing up the workbook of Level 3. I think I have like 4 more lessons or something. 5 more lessons. And there's 30 in each book. And then I'm halfway through book 4 because I started book 4 first. It was complicated. But anyways, I'm halfway through book 4, almost finished with book 3. So I wanted to have Level 5 on hand for when I'm ready to start. So, and Talk to Me in Korean is a great website to learn how to speak in Korean. Speaking not as much, but it'll teach you the grammar, I would say. And it'll teach you, it's just like a fun way to learn it. And I found it really motivating, and it doesn't go over my head. Like, some grammar books just go so far over my head, and these are actually fun. These are fun to do. They like try to make it accessible so that kids can do it too. So, and it's cute, which always helps. Okay, next we have Compassion and Conviction this is the AND campaign by Justin Giboney and Michael Ware. Another one of my favorites of 2024. This one is a guide to Christians who are thinking about politics and how to vote, and it's just a very scripturally based guide to figuring out how to become politically engaged and how that's important and why that's important. I really loved this. So I got it for Christmas, and I got my mom the same book for Christmas. It was so funny. She opened hers first and she was like, wait till you see what I got you. And we both knew that we wanted it because I was quoting it on Instagram. And she was like, whoa, that's really good. I want to read that. So I got it for her for Christmas. And then I opened up with this and she got it for me off my wish list. So we both got it for each other. I'm really happy. Loved this. So yeah, pretty much as you can see, I mostly buy books that I've already read because I tried them out first through the library. And then if I'm like, this is a great book, then I buy it. So then I know I'll want to read it or I want to have it. So yeah, and then this one was a gift, The Last President, 1900 by Ingersoll Lockwood. This is pretty wild. My dad gave me this for Christmas. I've never heard of it, but he wrote another book called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, and it was published in 1893. And then this book is about a president. When was this published? This is 96. Baron Trump was 93. So this is, I guess, the second or third book in like a trilogy or a series of some kind. Anyways, in this book, Americans are protesting a corrupt election process while the president's hometown of New York City is fearing the collapse of the republic. Pretty wild. It's almost like, is this like prophetic? Not that I'm making any statements about the election. I think American elections are pretty safe and fair. Maybe that's silly of me to believe it. It might be silly of me to believe that, but I do still believe that. But my dad just thought, oh, this is crazy because this book about the same thing that happened with the 2020 election is happening in this book. And then in the previous book, it's about Baron Trump. It was just like, what? So anyways, I think it was like this is crazy kind of a book. So he just got it for me, I think, because he was like, wow, what's going on there? I don't know where he heard of it or anything. But my dad he likes YouTube too, like I do. So he'll find strange stuff on YouTube and send it to me, which is fun because I love YouTube. YouTube is my home. Okay, next, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. So this was a gift from one of my Bible study buddies, Jojo. Thank you, Jojo. I've never heard of this or read this. But I'm excited to because honestly, I do need to ruthlessly eliminate hurry. Hurry is the cause of a lot of anxiety in my life. So I need to get better about not hurrying. Chantel just posted, Chantel Reads All Day. Is that her channel name? She just posted about this on one of her channels. She has a couple channels that I'm subscribed to. So I'm never like, I don't pay attention to which channel I'm watching the video on. I'm just like, oh yeah, it's Chantel, click. And she was talking about how she wants to eliminate hurry from her life. She wants to listen to videos on 1x speed, which I never do anymore. I always listen to them on like 1.5 or 1.25 or so. When I'm checking my own videos, I'll listen to them on 2x speed because I just want to get through it. But most other people I listen to 1 or 1.25 speed. So anyways, yeah, I'm excited to check this out. I've been really loving Christian nonfiction the last year. I just spent so much time in it and it's just so fulfilling for me. So, excited to check this out. Okay, next we have Then There Were Five. And Then There Were Five by Elizabeth Enright. I'm so excited to own this. I hadn't owned any of these books by Elizabeth Enright before. So Dia sent this to me. Thank you, Dia. I have a hair. Sorry. I think it's stuck in my lipstick. Thank you, Dia. This is Dia's and my favorite book in the Melindy Quartet. It's so good. It has one of my favorite tropes, and I don't want to spoil it because it would spoil the book if I told you what trope it was. But I love this book. I've loved it since I was a kid. And I'm so excited because I'm going to reread it in middle grade March with Tiffany. Was it this year that we were reading this? It might have been last year that we were reading this series. I mean, it might have been 2023. It might have been 2024. But we read the first two with Claire and then discussed it. So I've been eagerly waiting to read book 3, and now we have it planned officially for middle grade March. So super excited for that. Next. Oh, sorry, I heard a noise. Next we have Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. This was from Victoria, a musical bookworm. One of my booktube besties. Thank you, friend. She sent this to me because it was on my wish list, and I think she wants to buddy read it. This is so good. I just heard that Susanna Clarke came out with another novella, or is coming out with one. The first thing I heard about it was that somebody was disappointed about it, so I'm hoping it's not disappointing. This, however, is definitely not disappointing. I love this. This is like a perfect book. It's just the vibes, big mystery vibes, but basically I actually thought it was about a centaur, but this is actually a statue that is in the story. Basically we're following a man who can't remember very much, but he is living in this weird house that has these statues everywhere, and he's basically living off of shellfish because the sea comes into this room. It's like ruins that he's living in, and he's kind of figured out how to survive there. And then there are clearly other people who have not survived there because he talks about their skeletons. And so we're following this guy around, and it's kind of like, who is this guy? How did he get here? Is this a fantasy world? Is this a real world? Like, what is going on? So it's a big mystery, but it's a novella. So I just found it enchanting. It just utterly enchants me. So yeah, highly recommended. Okay, and finally, last but not least, we have Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. This is book 5 in the Stormlight Archive series, which is gotta be one of my favorite fantasy series. Of course, it hasn't been finished, and honestly, I've been hearing some negative things about this, so I'm a little bit concerned. I hope that I love it. I did love book 4. So I'm in the middle of book 3 right now, and I'm feeling a little bit slumpy with it. So I might finish book 3 on audio or watch Bookborn's video summarizing it so that I can finally move on to this, because I want to know what's happening. So yeah, I'm desperate to know what is happening to my favorite characters. So that was Kevin's gift to me. We pre-ordered it. I've pre-ordered, I think, at least 3 books by Brandon Sanderson I have pre-ordered. So, and I do not buy a lot of books, like I said, pre-order, because I always like to try it first and then see if I like it. But Brandon Sanderson is an author that I was like, I trust him enough that I think pre-ordering is a good choice. So we'll see if he keeps living up to that. I know recently his style has been changing somewhat. He's been changing his content somewhat. So we'll see what happens. But that's my book haul for Christmas. Let me know down below any of your thoughts. Are you excited about any of these books? Have you read any of them? Do you have thoughts on them? And yeah, and if you ever do want to send me a gift, I do have a wishlist, Amazon wishlist linked in the description. And also all of the proceeds from this channel, other than the wishlist, are sent to Families Together, which is a charity organization that helps foster and reunified families to build social capital. Basically what it does is it connects a family with a citizen who just wants to become friends with the family, who wants to do babysitting or do a chore or bring a meal. The baseline level of commitment is 1 meal a month. And it's a wonderful organization, and I've been a part of it. And so all of my ad proceeds are donated to them, and they are always linked in my description if you want to donate to them yourself. And yeah, that's probably everything I wanted to say. So thank you so much for watching this, and I will talk to you soon. Talk to you next time. Bye.